Good day. My name is Qaqambisa Bomela, and I'm doing my third year in sports management BCom degree. Today I'll be talking about work integrated learning. I'll be talking about the sixth topic in which we covered for work integrated learning this semester. So the first topic is the structure of sports in South Africa. The second topic, it is social issues in sports. The third topic, it is deviance in sport. The fourth topic, it is sport and media. The fifth topic, it is sport and development. And the sixth topic, it is politics and sports. And in this video, I'll also be talking about why sports management is so important to me. Sports management is very essential to me because it will enable me to pursue my passion. I'm very passionate about football, particularly coaching it and the management of football. So I would like to enhance the quality of football here in South Africa and also the management of the football here in South Africa so that we'll be able to produce the best product on the field. And I believe for us to be able to produce the best product on the field, it would start with management and then it goes down all to the players. So with sports management, I'm well equipped with the resources, the information, and the necessary competencies for me to be able to pursue my passion. The first unit in which we covered in work integrated learning, it is the structure of sports in South Africa. I particularly chose the structure of SAFA, so I will be discussing the structure of SAFA. SAFA starts at the national level, where we have the men's first team, which is the Bafana Bafana team, which competes nationally for the country. We also have the women's first team, which is the Banyana team, which also competes at a national level for the country. We then also have our under 17, under 21, and under 23 squads. After that, we then have our professional league, which is the PSL, which is the Premier Soccer League. There we have 16 teams which compete and where our squad is selected for the Bafana Bafana team. And for the women's team, professionally, we have the Hollywood Bets League. After that, we have the First National Division League, which is also known as the Motsepe Foundation, which consists also of 16 teams, which get promoted to the PSL. After that, we have the ABC Motsepe League, which is our second division league. And then after that, we also have the men's regional league, Hollywood's Bets Regional League, which has regional streams all over the country. Then after that, we have the LFA League, which is the local football association. And then after that, we then have our local school competitions. The second unit we talked about was the social issues in sports. I got the topic of gender in sports. And I chose the topic of sexualization and feminization of women in sports. I spoke about how women are objectified in sports. I spoke about how photographers sexualize women in sports. And I also spoke about the marginalization of women in sports. Women are often objectified in sports by only reduced to their bodies rather than their athletic abilities. The attire of women is relatively really revealing of their bodies, and they usually wear short skirts with sports bras, in which reveal most of their bodies. And usually when women don't perform well in sports, they are only reduced to their bodies and not their athletic abilities. Photographers also use camera angles that focus on women's bodies rather than their athletic abilities. Women are often depicted in sexualized poses, while men are depicted in action. The language used for females in sports also diminishes their accomplishment. They are often referred to as hot, sexy, and beautiful, rather than focusing on their athletic abilities. We have seen some improvements and solutions to combat the sexualization and feminization of women in sports. In campaigns where Nike, Dream Crazy, and Adidas She Breaks Barriers, where they seek to showcase powerful women and challenge traditional gender norms. Unit 3, we talked about the deviance in sports. Here we had a class debate about the penalties for violent conduct in sports. We took the position that the current penalties for violent conduct are sufficient. We believe that these penalties are sufficient because they already serve as strong deterrents and effective ones for violent behavior in sports. The existing penalties hold players accountable for their violent behaviors without imposing excessive harsh punishments which could destroy their careers and sport itself. In the journal entry, we also learned about the situational theory. This theory is very helpful because it allows me to recognize problems of misconduct, the level of involvement, and also constrain recognitions.
Thwart an attack and clear their lines, Zidane jogs past Materazzi. Words are exchanged, and then it happens.
He's just headed Materazzi in the middle of the chest. What was Zidane thinking of?
These tools then help me be able to respond appropriately to behavior or misconduct, particularly which is done by me, to be able to act in a reasonable manner. Unit 4 was sports and media. Here we had to recreate a press conference. We chose to recreate the press conference of Dricus and Adesanya. This unit was very fun because I had to see my classmates recreate and act out as Dricus and Adesanya and many other characters in which were involved in the press conference. From the press conference, I learned that preparation is very important when addressing the media. It helps you be able to communicate effectively and also to manage your emotions appropriately when addressing media. From this, I saw a real depiction of it in the character of Adesanya and Dricus. Dricus seemed to be well composed and calm when addressing the media, and he seemed well prepared when he was addressing the media. But for Adesanya, it was quite the opposite. Here, he showed a lot of emotions, and sometimes he broke down because of the question in which we were asked by media.
Coach Q. Coach Q, this season was a surprise, and that's the Kumketri Boshile. Your thoughts about the game today?
Yeah, on today's game, I think we are prepared. We are well prepared for the game. So we are anticipating a win. So,
Zabona Pambi. Umaria Uchituni when you team.
Yeah, we'll see how the game goes, Saturday, because I know them for a team that defends very well. So we'll see if we can break them. And then if we can break them, I think we can also achieve Maria. Yeah, I reckon with Maria, if they work well and they do the right thing, I think they can be able to achieve Well, then that your force was not tell but anyways, Maria, I think Maria's wish will be granted.
So, Coach, how do you see your team starting?
I'm happy the ladies executed our plan properly. Yeah, I'm happy for you guys. You guys worked hard on the show.
Unit 5, we spoke about sports for development. we spoke about how sport is important for the development of athletes. Sport is important because it can help with community cohesion, promoting health, enhancing education, and addressing social justice issues. This unit was very fun for me because as an aspiring coach and sports director, it helped me be well equipped with the necessary knowledge about how to use sport for development. Here, I'm equipped with the tools for me to be able to implement in my future endeavors. And I will be using these tools not only to enhance the athletic ability of my players, but also to enhance them as human beings, as a holistic view. Unit 6 was sports and politics. Here we had the discussion about the sports acts here in South Africa. We had to decide if we are for it or against it. Personally, I'm against it because I believe sports and politics shouldn't be excessively engaged with each other. Because too much involvement of politics in sports can actually be detrimental for sports. So I don't agree with this act because excessive influence of politics in sports can be detrimental and have a negative impact whereby it can undermine the independence and the power of federations. So, personal insights. This course has been very instrumental for me. It has helped me understand from Unit 1 the structure of football here in South Africa. This information will help me as an aspiring coach and a sports director to know more about the structure of football here in South Africa. This will help me have potent goals and objectives, knowing very well what is required from me and how I can enhance the football quality here in South Africa. Unit 2 has been very instrumental for me with the social issues in sports, particularly with my topic, which was the sexualization and feminization of women in sports. I have been coaching women's sports for 3 years now, and this information has helped me understand how fragile and how delicate the sexualization of women in sports is. And this information will help me further as I aspire to be a coach in the women's industry for football. So this information will help me be more careful and understanding of these social issues. Another important lesson for me was the sports for development. This one was very important for me because it has helped me to know more about how to use sports for the development in a holistic view rather than just on athletic ability. This information will help me greatly as a sports director and as a coach in enhancing the general quality of football here in South Africa. So now that I know about the pressure in which you can get from media, now I'll be well prepared about my media press conferences, and also I'll be well informed about how politics can be play a big part in sports itself and how it influences the sports quality in South Africa.